So I bet you're wondering how this all started. How did I become one of the most powerful and most vicious men in Westeros? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm Matthiasine, and this is my story. Well, I started off as a baby, of course, just like everyone else. I was born in Volantis, the most gorgeous city you will ever see. My father was a Volantian knight, and my mum was just a merchant. They met in the streets of Pentos when my father was on a scouting mission. I wasn't sure what it was, but it was love at first sight apparently. And then yeah, 9 months later, boom, out came the gingerhead devil, me. We used to travel all the time, but one day my mum caught my dad with another woman. She took me and we left. We went to Pentos, where we fled back to Westeros. She said that we were going to go to her family's house. I was only 8, I think. Yeah, I was only 8. I hated the sea. I always got seasick. Anyway, we sailed to the lands of the Vale, where we then travelled to a place called the Crab's Nest, where my mum apparently had family. So yeah, and then we sold fishes and stuff for a living. Yeah, it was boring. We lived in the Crab's Nest for 8 years, where my mum's dad got really sick. Well, they say sick, but he was old, and he eventually passed away, and we became poor. So we made our way towards Winterfell, where apparently we could sell our stuff for a lot of money. We made our way to Winterfell, and holy crap, it was cold. The weather was terrible. Anyway, we travelled to Winterfell with a few of our uncles and family members, and it was all nice until one night we were jumped by wildlings. It was horrible. The noises that they made was just it wasn't human. So my mum told me to hide in a bush while her and my uncles and other family members went to deal with the wildlings. All I remember was screaming and the scatter of blood. It was horrible. I was in a complete mess. The wildlings had slaughtered my whole family. I didn't know what to do until this travelling merchant came by, and they saw me in my distress and they offered to help me. After we finished burying my family, the travelling merchants offered me to join them, and so they could protect me. I was like, yeah, why not? The travelling merchant was guarded by many archers and fine warriors. A few of these warriors took their time to show me how to fight and stuff. It was awesome. The travelling merchant also got attacked a few times on the way, but they were no match. They were no match at all. We slaughtered quite a few wildlings, and yeah, it was pretty exciting. I must admit. The travelling merchant went to many places around Westeros. They even hired me. They saw something in me. They said this guy can be useful. I was very well built. I was very polite, and I was very good at selling things apparently. And my fighting skills weren't too bad. They said I was quite a fast learner. So yeah, we travelled to many spots around Westeros, and of course fighting off many bad guys on the way. It was pretty exciting. Life was good. Everything was fine. Until one day, we got attacked by a huge horde. We have no idea who these guys were, but they were dangerous. Hundreds and hundreds of them. They were sprinting over hills. Arrows just filled the sky. We got absolutely slaughtered. During the fighting, a soldier came up to me and told me, "Quick, you must get to King's Landing, quick, and warn my father of what's happened." So I did it. I didn't get to say anything. He gave me a horse, slapped my horse, and I was off. I looked back, and all I saw was dead. I rushed to King's Landing and went to the man who was in charge of all the merchants. I told him what happened and the slaughter. He wasn't too happy, surprisingly. I asked him if there was anything I could do to help. He said there was nothing. But he told me that I could do a job for him. I was like, okay, like the people who I was working with just all got slaughtered, so I was pretty much jobless. So I was really up for anything. So he told me to go to the city of Storm's End, where this man by the name of Observed Clerk or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. He told me that his brother got kidnapped or something. So yeah, I went to Storm's End, and yes, and I guess This is where my journey begins. So that's it, guys. That was all about 2 years ago. Now, I have an army, I have the skills, and I am goddamn dangerous. Every single lord in Westeros should fear me. I am a Thystian, and this is the beginning of House Heph.